While governments don't agree on much these days, they all agree that the future is electric cars. And this expo, just a few kilometers from the White House, is really about trying to convince Americans about the future is electric. We have small hatchbacks like the one you've just seen to the massive F-150 Lightning, which of course, as you know, Americans love their trucks. And this is part of the problem with electric vehicles and the adoption. They want power, they want range, unlike people in Europe, in Asia. Can the American government and what they've been investing in electric future actually convince Americans to drive these things?
I'm undecided. I've looked at them for a while. I'm very interested in them. I like the idea, but I worry about the mileage that I'll get. I have horses, so being able to get them out and not have to stop and charge and making sure I can get where I want to go has kind of had me on the fence. I know they're making progress, but I'm not sure I'm there yet.
Now, when it comes to EV vehicles, Tesla is synonymous. This is the Model S. Everyone knows this one. It's really pioneered the uptake of electric vehicles around the world. And a lot of them are made, obviously, in China now, in Shanghai. And that's what really got me about this expo here in Washington, D.C. There are so many electric vehicles, yet none of them are actually Chinese brands. And as we know, China not only leads EVs when it comes to technology, but also the rollout of affordable electric vehicles around the world. And this comes down to the trade relationship between the US and China going forward. Is the US electric vehicle market going to allow Chinese vehicles in, or joint partnerships, and how that's going to be arranged? Because the take-up of EVs in the US is slower than most places, and a lot of that has to do with cost. So it's going to be very interesting to see how people are putting on these expos in the future also think about vehicles from elsewhere.
America's getting there. Sometimes we take a little bit to get there. And I think, like you said, it's also skepticism. The most normal question, what's the range? Now they're 300-400 miles. I think we're getting there, and like you said, the rest of the world is setting a path. And now America, the different states we're going to, we're following you guys, but we're learning as we go.
The real question here in the US, though, is that even though electric vehicles are going to be the vehicle of the future, is the electric vehicle going to be American? The US auto industry is facing huge choices, huge investments, and facing unbridled competition around the world. Can it survive in its current form? Can it thrive in the new era of electric? The future is far from certain, even though it's certainly electric. Nathan King, CGTN, Washington.